River, a Carrollton man finally gets to meet his match by meeting the parents. Channel 8's Debbie Denman explains as she brings us a special transplant reunion. The recipient and the donor couldn't have been more different, but what they share now is surely heartfelt.
Two men, one thing in common, Gary McInnis Jr. He was just 14 years old, yet his accomplishments could carry over into this 60-year-old man's golden years.
I take nothing for granted. This is going to last as long as I can contribute and make it happen.
Ron Branson had a failing heart. Gary McInnis Sr. had a dying son. His strong, athletic teen had damaged a main artery in his brain after he fell out of a truck and hit his head.
So I'm going back and check on Junior one time. I went back there. The nurse said, "Ramp, good news. I done cut everything out. Junior breathing on his own. He's breathing." But it's about 45 minutes later.
Every day he's been in our prayers. He was in our prayers even before we knew his name.
Gary McInnis Jr.'s presence was felt during breakfast at IHOP. They talked about how he made the honor roll and wanted to become a doctor.
The bond started when I got the heart.
Branson has 10 grandchildren and said he invited the McInnis family to Texas to show how grateful he was. The McInnis family drove down from Mississippi and found comfort in more than the food.
Now I know and I can rest that who has my son's heart is a dynamic, fine gentleman. Because he even told me yesterday himself, he said, "You know, from what I learned about your son, if I could go change it and give my life and let him live, I would."
A bond between two fathers forever forged. Debbie Denman, Channel 8 News.
Before we finish sharing this story of two amazing families, two more people will be added to a growing list of those in need of life-saving transplants with far too few donors. Today was a reunion of sorts for two families who've never met each other and who would not have known each other if not for fate and an unselfish sacrifice.
It's a day of thanks for a gift of life.
God works in mysterious ways.
As one life was lost, another chance on life has been found.
And he was sitting on the back of the truck while they're moving furniture, and the truck hit a little dip, and he fell backwards.
9 months ago, on New Year's Day, Pastor McInnis and his wife Jackie lost their only child, Gary Jr., an honors student and star athlete. But through their undying spirit of giving, former Vice Mayor of Carrollton, Ron Branson, is alive today.
There was a bond that built on January the 2nd of this year, when I did receive the heart.
Today, the families have come together for the first time as Gary Jr.'s parents have come in from Mississippi. They're not only staying at Ron and his wife's home, but also attending Sunday service at the Branson's church in Carrollton, giving thanks and praise for a life that beats on through their 14-year-old son Gary's heart, now in 60-year-old Ron.
Because Junior believed in life. And we had no problem with saying, yes, we're going to give life, because that's what our son would have wanted, to give life. And now he lives on in life.